Hi guys, welcome back to Kitchen Colony. Today we'll be making beef and cabbage. And I hope you have been enjoying what I've been presenting to you so far. And on this channel, I try to find creative ways in which we can prepare and enjoy the meals that we're so accustomed to. I try to do that so that it suits different palates. But it is still yummy, it's still tasty, and a quick and easy way to do it also. I'd like to thank my subscribers and my viewers for supporting my channel. It is really appreciated. Meat with cabbage or any other vegetable was done in my household when I was growing up quite often. And it was done for a few reasons. One of which is when the parents didn't have enough meat, then they would find some vegetable to add to it. And the other reason for my family is that my mother was not a meat lover. Therefore, she enjoyed using cabbage in meat so that she can eat the cabbage. So that's why it was always a go-to in my family. Now in my bowl, I have some beef along with bone, beef and bone, on bone I should say. And I'm going to season it right now. Over here, I have a range of seasoning. I have some dry herbs, some sugar, complete seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, jerk seasoning, and this is my salt as you know it. And I'm going to combine them all and add it to the meat. Now here I have some tomato, an onion, some browning, and a small cabbage. Now I've used a teaspoon of each. Now combining them so that we have consistent blend, and then I'm going to season now. Now we sprinkle and rub in, and as I've always stressed, you season the way you like and use what you want. Now I'm going to add my fresh seasoning. These tomatoes are small, so I'm just going to cut them in two and drop them in the meat. I'm seasoning with them. Now to add my onion. We're going to marinate. So I like to use this so that it absorbs in the meat. Now you may dice or slice, it doesn't matter right now because it's going to cook out. Well, I usually cook mine out. So at this point it doesn't matter. Now I have a tablespoon and a half of garlic, minced garlic, and a tablespoon of green seasoning. And to this I'm going to add some browning. I don't want it to be too black, so a tablespoon, let me do a tablespoon and a half. Now we rub. And as I always say, squeeze the fresh vegetable, getting some of the juices out and rubbing it in the meat. Squeeze, then rub. Squeeze, and now we rub. Releasing the juice in the meat. We marinate for overnight, but if you want to cook it straight away, you have to cook it very low, on low heat, so that the seasoning penetrate the meat. Remember, this is beef and it is dense. Put it away and marinate it between 3 hours to overnight. Now it's time to prepare cabbage. In my bowl I have some salted water, and I'm going to start cutting my cabbage in chunks. So I start from the bottom because I want to make sure each chunk has this part. Now allow them to soak, and if there's anything in it, they'll come to the top because of the salt. Then we'll rinse it when we're ready to cook. In my pan I have some oil for frying. Now I'm going to add the meat. Normally you would take the seasonings off, but in this case I don't need to because we'll be cooking slow. It won't get a chance to burn because we'll be cooking slowly. And in the end I'll be adding some fresh seasoning again. You just put everything in the pot. Now we turn the meat for a little while, allowing it to fry, let the water or the juices in it fry off, and then we're going to turn our stove to medium and allow it to slowly cook. Now you can use your pressure cooker if you want to, but I want to do the stovetop method. Now that you see that the meat is brown on both sides, we're going to turn our stove to medium low and allow it to cook in its own juice for about 15 minutes. Then we come back and check. Cover, turn to medium low and allow it to cook. 15 minutes later, still see a lot of water, so we still allow it to cook in its own juice. Allow it to cook 15 more minutes. Second 15 minutes, still a lot of water. It depends on your pot though, because my pot is very heavy, so it keeps retain heat and liquid. So I'm going to leave it until it starts frying. When it starts frying, I'll come back and show you. So it might take me another half an hour too. 45 minutes in, I checked it every 15 minutes and the water has dried off. It's now time to add water to finish cooking. 1 cup of water, boiling water, throw it to the side. While the meat is cooking, we're going to pre-steam the cabbage because this cabbage is not as soft as the one I use in Jamaica. So I have to pre-cook it before I add it to the meat. In the pot I have about 3 tablespoons of water just to steam it. After 15 minutes, our cabbage is now steamed and it's ready for the meat. Our meat is cooked, but remember we have the cabbage to put in, and I promised to put some fresh seasoning, and here we have it. I'm putting a block of garlic, some hot pepper, and these are habanero, thyme, bell peppers, and onion. And we're going to allow this to cook. And on top of this now, I'm going to place the cabbage so that absorb the flavors and start changing color. I've not changed the stove setting, it's still on medium low. So put our cabbage on top. Just place them nicely on top. Cover and allow it to cook for another 15 to 20 minutes. 1 hour and 3/4, our meal is done and our cabbage have absorbed the gravy or the sauce. So here, and our cabbage is nicely done. Now here we have it, tasty beef and cabbage stew. Enjoy. Thank you for watching my video, and if you have not yet subscribed, please remember to do so. And if you've enjoyed this video, then please remember to give me a thumbs up, as this helps to promote my video to others, and also it helps to grow my channel. Thank you very much again for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.